Hey traders, Adam Ryan here with Optic Trading, and welcome back to another trading tips video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what it actually takes to become a professional day trader, or any trader for that matter, who consistently takes profits out of the market. Now, they're going to have the similar traits and characteristics, and mindset is probably the biggest thing that's going to determine if you can make it as a trader, among some other things that we're going to talk about. But you'll hear two common arguments. One is that, can anybody be a trader? You know, anybody can be a trader, or do you have to have some kind of talent or innate ability that makes you, better suited to trading? You got to be born with a talent, otherwise you can't become a trader. And I would answer no to both of those. So I don't think that anybody can become a trader. I think that you have to have a certain kind of mindset, personality, and be a certain kind of person to be a trader. But I also don't think that you're born with some kind of innate ability or talent as a trader. And some people will say, well, I see this trader, I watched a documentary on him, and he's amazing, look at the way he trades. You got to be born with that, and people who say that, that's almost like a slap in the face to this trader, saying that he was born with this. He didn't work for any of that. He just got lucky, he was talented. There's no talented traders who are born with their talent. They work extremely hard. So to say that this guy's just born with that and he's talented, it's kind of discrediting his hard work. So I don't think that any traders are really born with an innate ability or some kind of talent that gives them one up on other traders. They're just really, really hard workers, and they put in the work to get where they are. So to go back to the other argument, where can anybody become a trader? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody can become a trader. And to answer that, I'm going to go through what it actually takes to become a trader. And as I go through that, we'll be pointing in the direction of the question and see why, and you'll understand why I don't think anybody can become a professional trader, or a trader for that matter of any kind. So first off, it's going to take a sickening, ridiculous work ethic, something that most people just aren't prepared for. They're not willing to make the sacrifice to become a trader. And to give you a little example, early on in my trading career, I was putting 12 to 18 hours a day trading, studying the markets, analyzing them, training after the close, practicing on sim, perfecting my strategy, trying to get better as a trader. This was consuming me. So the kind of work ethic needed to become a trader, most people just aren't willing to do. Now, your average person working a 9 to 5, they're most of them are lazy. They're just doing the bare minimum to get by. Not to say everybody in a 9 to 5 is lazy. That's not the case. There's a lot of overperformers out there. I'm just trying to say the average person. Okay, so the average person is just wanting to do the bare minimum to get by. And with trading, you can't coast by. There's no coasting by. Either you're profitable or you're not. So you're not going to be able to just squeak by doing that. And a lot of people are not prepared to do that. So they'll see the lifestyle, they'll see, how it can be lucrative, and how this trader over here is traveling the world and you can trade from anywhere you want. They want that freedom, they want all that, but they don't want to put in the work, okay? So that kind of person is not going to be able to make it as a trader. It takes somebody who's persistent. You have to be extremely persistent, because you're going to be getting beat up, daily. You're going to be getting beat up over and over again by the markets, taking losses, having setbacks, maybe blowing accounts, all this kind of stuff. And if you are not persistent and you know that, hey, this is for me, I'm going for it 100%, then you're going to quit easily. And this brings me to my next point, is the mindset. You have to have a winning mindset, and that mindset that no matter what, you're going to do this. If you look anywhere in Fortune 500 CEOs or high performing individuals or athletes, they have plan A. They don't have plan B. Winners do not have something to fall back on. They know they're going to do this. This is all they're going to do, and they go for it. I think trading is so difficult that if you have a plan B, if you have something to fall back on, when things get tough, you're just going to go to that. Why? Why would I stick through getting beat up for years in the market, day in, day out, when I have this that I can just go to, make some money here, a consistent paycheck? Why would I do this, right? So if you want to be a trader, you have to have that mindset that this is all I'm doing. I'm going to be a professional trader no matter what. Nothing's going to stop me. Okay, next thing, you have to be extremely dedicated and disciplined. Now, discipline is something that I don't think anyone is born with either. I think it's something you work at. So if you're not disciplined right now, that's okay. But if you don't think that you can discipline yourself, if you think that you need a superior, a boss, or somebody to tell you what to do, you're not okay taking direction on your own, then trading's not going to be right for you either, because you have to be disciplined. You have to be your own boss, your own risk manager, your own coach. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, you just pulled the stop out there. Why did you take your stop out? Or nobody's going to shut you down for the day when you hit your loss limit. You're going to have to do that yourself. So if you don't think that you can monitor yourself and be your own coach, risk manager, and boss, then trading's not going to work for you either. Now, who do I think is more suited to become a trader? It's really hard to say that, because traders come from all walks of life. They come from all previous professions. So it's hard to say, oh, people who do this profession or that profession, they're going to make it, but people who do that profession are not going to make it. So I would say, though, if I had to say something, I would think that entrepreneurs would have it easier because they've been through the grind. They've had the time of being broke. They had to hustle to make it where they are and build something and have to rely on themselves. So it's going to be a little bit easier for them, whereas the person who are doing the 9 to 5, not to say that anyone with a 9 to 5 can't make it, they absolutely can, and there's many instances. It's just the majority of them are just trying to coast by, and they're lazy, and they want to do just barely enough where they're not going to get fired. And when it comes to trading, that's not going to work. And even the people who are working at their jobs and they're really hard workers, they work really hard, some of them are in for a really rude awakening when they come to trading, because you don't get paid for hard work in trading. You can work 18 hours a day for 2-3 years and still not become a consistently profitable trader, because the market doesn't reward hard work, it rewards skill. Okay, so it doesn't matter how hard you work, it matters how skillful you are. Can you generate profits out of the market? That's what's going to pay you. So hard work alone is not going to bring you home a paycheck. Okay, so that's what's a little bit difficult about trading, and some people who might not be able to stomach that. Another thing is, it's going to take years before you become a consistently profitable professional trader. I know you may see on YouTube your favorite educator telling you that with 15 minutes a day you can make $1,000. That's BS. That's not going to happen. That's not reality. It takes years. Those educators, obviously they're trying to get you to buy stuff from them, so they're telling you that. But it's not easy. It's extremely difficult. Are you prepared to go years of not having a stable income? Are you prepared to go years of making no money with trading profits before you finally make it? And you can still have a job, obviously. I think that you shouldn't just jump into trading like what I did. I don't recommend that. I think that you should still have a job until you're consistently profitable on sim. Then you should switch over to live trading. But are you willing to have 2 full-time jobs? Because that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to work your full-time job. Then you're going to have to do trading, which is going to be another full-time job, because what it takes to succeed isn't just, oh, I'll do a little practicing for an hour, a day here or there, maybe I'll practice on the weekend for 1 day a week. No, it's going to take a lot of work if you want to get there. So it's almost going to be like 2 full-time jobs. Obviously, people have families and everything, so I don't suggest you just work all day and night. You got to have family time and have time for yourself as well. But it's going to take a lot of work. So are you willing to do that for years before you get to where you're going? So trading is definitely not cut out for everyone. Someone who it's not cut out for is somebody who, say you're a really big people person. You love being around people. You love chatting everybody up at the office more than you love working. Then trading's not going to be for you, because this is really a lonely profession. If you're a retail trader trading at home, you're by yourself, in front of your screens all day. And yeah, you can do things to help that out by maybe getting a job at a firm or trading in a group to bounce ideas off each other. But for the most part, you're going to be by yourself. So if you're that person who really needs to have human interaction and interact with people, then I don't think trading is going to be right for you. So who is trading going to be right for? Trading is going to be right for the individual who just has that sickening, ridiculous work ethic. They have the mindset that they're going to win. They believe in themselves no matter what. They want to become a trader. They're dedicated and disciplined, and they're persistent. They're willing to work through getting beat up day in, day out. And they also realize that trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not, oh, you're going to do 15 minutes of work and make $1,000 a day. No, you're going to work for years before you understand how to make those profits that may come quick. They may come in 15 minutes, but they didn't just come there right away. It took years of working up and developing yourself so you could actually capitalize on opportunities like that. So if you understand that, and you're still, after everything I've said in this video, you're still like, yeah, I want to be it, trading's for me, then guess what? You will do it. You absolutely can do it. Okay? So to become a professional trader, you don't have to be brilliant. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come from a certain race, a certain family. You didn't have to graduate from a certain school or have a certain kind of income, or have certain kind of friends. The market doesn't discriminate. If you can generate alpha and you can make profits, then you can become a professional trader. So that's the great thing about trading. So in that sense, anyone can become a professional trader if obviously you possess the things that I just listed before. But obviously everyone's not going to be cut out for it. But anyone can do it if you are dedicated, if you are willing to work, if you are persistent and you discipline yourself, then anybody can become a professional trader. So that's the good news. So at the end of this video, if you're saying, yeah, that's me, I'm willing to, sacrifice a couple of years, couple of lean years to actually get there and, make the big bucks and become a professional trader, have all that financial freedom, then that's great and you absolutely can do it. So I'm not making a video here to demotivate anyone, but I want to, be a little real and let people know that, hey, trading's not for everyone, but it can be a lucrative career and a great way to earn a living. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That lets me know you guys enjoy this content and you want more of it. Best of luck with your trading, and I'll see you in the next video.